is me, Beep Beep, and I'm ready to make you go to sleep, sleep. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to talk about something more serious and have a bit of a more serious conversation with you. Because something has been on my mind recently and I've been struggling with it a little bit and feeling quite anxious and scared. And I thought, I feel really alone with this, and it feels like not many people around me can relate to me at the moment. So then I thought, maybe people online will relate. Maybe there is someone out there struggling with this as well, or maybe someone has some advice. And then I just thought, let me just talk about it. So I want to keep this video quite positive, and I don't want to make it depressing or stress-inducing. I want to keep the tone quite positive. So let's just get into it. Okay, so some background. I graduated from my bachelor's degree 2 years ago, a bachelor's in psychology, and after that I immediately went on to do a master's degree in work and organizational psychology. It was a 1-year master, so I finished that last year summer, and after that I was really not sure what I wanted to do. I was still really young. I was 22 at the time. I still am. But I felt like I wasn't ready to start working yet, and I still felt like a student and like I was not ready and not done being a student. So I, through some loophole, found a way to do a second master's, which I am currently doing, and I'm now doing a master's in health education and promotion. And I am graduating soon. I am currently in my thesis period and I'm doing research, and I'm graduating in July, which is coming up really quick. It will be here before you know it. And I have been thinking a lot about what I want to do after I graduate. So for me, studying after this is no longer an option. So I am looking at jobs, and this is where I get stressed out because it is really hard to find jobs that fit perfectly with my background. And I have been struggling with finding things. At the same time, I am really scared about becoming an adult, because I feel like now I'm slowly becoming more mature and becoming more of an adult. And it's scary. It scares me that I don't know where I will be a year from now. Will I be working? Will I be doing something else? I don't know. I get really stressed out about it, and I have been looking a lot at, jobs online, and just been Googling so much and doing some, not job interviews, but applications. But I don't know. The thing is, I also really enjoyed being a student. I really enjoy learning, and I like the lifestyle that comes with being a student. I like the freedom, and I like, well, all of that. And I think a lot of people will probably relate to that. And I don't want to say that having a job means the end of your life and that having a job is not fun, because I don't know. But I'm sad to close this chapter of my life, and I'm scared to begin a new one, because so far it felt like I was guided in life. You know, like when you're a kid, you have to go to school. After school, you go to high school, then you go to, you know, whatever. But then there is no one, no guide, no one who will tell you, like, now you need to do this, now you need to do that. It's wide open. You can become anything you want. You can do anything you want. You're not obligated to be anywhere or to do anything. And that's really scary. I feel like there's so many options, but at the same time, it feels like there are none. And it's so scary. But I think this feeling that I'm experiencing right now, like this uncertainty, is very normal. And I think most people encounter this somewhere in their life, you know. And I do think, like, I'm probably overthinking. And I think a year from now I will look back on this moment and, yeah, just think that I was so silly to even worry about it. You know? And I'm excited to, you know, start something new. It's not that I don't want to. I'm excited to do something different and to, you know, learn new things and be in a different environment and meet new people. But it is going to be very different from my life now, I think. But yeah, I was just stressing about this, and I've been talking to people in my life about it, but most people in my life are not yet, or not currently at this place, you know, where they're about to graduate. Like, none of my friends are about to graduate, or they are and they already have something aligned, or they know what they want to do. And for me, it's still a little bit undecided, and, you know, I need to find a job, so I don't know where I'll end up, but I'm looking. So it's, yeah, I don't find that I can really talk about it with anyone who truly, truly relates at this moment. But, I mean, the people in my life have been supportive, of course, but that's why I thought I would come on here and just talk about it. And I just wanted to say that if you're ever dealing with this, if you're currently dealing with this, or maybe in the future, I want to say to you, don't worry too much. Don't worry too much. It will be fine. Even if it's not fine now, it will be, and you will figure it out. It feels really scary and like you're jumping into the deep end and you don't know what's down there, but I think it's less scary than it seems. And you don't have to have it all figured out. You know, there are so many older people, who haven't figured it out yet. And you don't need to figure it all out now. It's a gradual process. process, and you will find your place. You know, you will find your place, and you're not alone. That is something that I've been dealing with and struggling with, is just feeling so alone. But you're not alone. You're not alone. And I'm here for you. And if you're struggling with this or something similar, or you have experience, please write it in the comments or email me. But I just thought it is something important to talk about. Something that I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot. And I just wanted to offer some support and some love for you. And also for myself. I think it's important to give yourself support and talk yourself up, lift yourself up. And yeah, I do have a tendency to worry about things that figure themselves out, you know? Like last year when I graduated, or was about to graduate, I also didn't know what I wanted to do. But then I figured out something, somehow. It came onto my path. This second master's, I didn't even know it existed until it just popped up in front of me. Came into my life somehow. Because I had been looking at second masters and I couldn't find this one, and then somehow I ended up seeing it somewhere randomly when I wasn't even looking for anything. And it just worked itself out. And now I look back on last year where I worried so much about what I wanted to do or what, you know. And I just think like I didn't have to worry so much. If I knew then what I know now, that a year from now I will be in this position, then I wouldn't have worried back then. But that is hindsight bias, and we can't know in the moment what the future will hold, obviously. But I think it's important to look back at those moments in the past where we were so scared about something and so nervous and so unsure, and look back at how we feel about that now. I feel like as humans we worry so much about things that are outside of our control, or, you know, things that will just fall into place. Well, obviously, if you want to get a job or something, do something, you have to put in the effort. Like, most people do not just get a job offer right away. You have to go out of your way to look for jobs and to apply to them. Or if you want to do anything else, like maybe you want to make music, well, then you're gonna have to record something at some point. Or you want to write, then you need to write and publish. You know, if you want to become a YouTuber, you need to make a channel and you need to start making those videos. That's also something that I didn't do for a long time, even though I really wanted to make a channel. I just didn't do it. And then one day I was like, well, it's not going to magically happen, you know. If I want this, then I'm gonna have to do it. And I think it is quite scary. I remember like posting my first video. It was really scary, but it's not that scary, you know, in the end. things like that will just work out if you put in the effort. And if you just keep trying, eventually you will find something that works, I think. And yeah, maybe you won't find something right away, but you will find it eventually. You know? And there's no right or wrong when it comes to life. You can live it however you want. And it's scary, but it's also very freeing and exciting. You know? Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video now, slowly. It was not even my intention to do hand movements, but it just started to happen as I was talking, so I hope that's relaxing at least. Anyway, I want to tell you that you are loved and you are valuable and you are worthy. You're smart and capable and strong and beautiful. Even though you might not feel like it, even though you might doubt yourself sometimes, I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It's okay. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And if not, you'll still figure it out. In the end, it usually is fine. There's really never been a situation in my life that didn't end up being okay in the end, even though it might have sucked in a moment. And even though I'm not fully over it or healed, at least now it's fine. Like, I made peace with it. But in most cases, it worked out. Especially the things that you can't control usually work out in the end. Like, obviously you can't control, like, getting a job offer, but you can control applying to jobs, going out of your way to, do interviews and stuff like that. I think if you just keep doing stuff like that, it will work eventually. And the same goes for, like, becoming an influencer or a YouTuber or making music, like I said, making art. If that's what you want to do, just keep doing it. Or you could get a job and do it on the side. But yeah, I was going to end the video. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope that maybe this gave you some comfort or support. I hope that you at least don't feel as alone anymore. And maybe you're not worried about this or dealing with this, but I think it can still be important for, like, the future. But yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for coming to my video and my channel.